Hello to all my fellow 40-somethings. I'm Bernd, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the Great 40s, a place where we celebrate the dynamic and rewarding journey of life in our 40s. The day finally arrives, you help load the last box into the car, give that final hug that lingers just a bit longer than usual, and watch as your child drives away to their new apartment, college dorm, or military barracks. According to recent data, the average age for young adults to move out of their parents' home has crept upward to about 24-26 years old, meaning many of us in our 40s are just now experiencing this major life transition. What was once commonly experienced by parents in their late 30s is now often happening to those of us in our mid to late 40s. The day your child moves out triggers a complex mix of emotions that can feel like being on a roller coaster you didn't exactly sign up, nor could prepare for. One moment you're bursting with pride watching them take this step toward independence, the next you're fighting back tears while folding laundry in their suddenly empty room. This emotional turbulence is completely normal. After dedicating around 2 decades to the daily routines of raising a child, from school drop-offs to sports practices, from helping with homework to mediating teenage dramas, their absence creates a void that can be surprisingly disorienting. Many parents in their 40s are caught off guard by the intensity of these feelings. We're often socialized to focus on the practical aspects of parenting rather than the emotional attachments, which can make this transition particularly challenging. Finding outlets of all kinds and filling your life with things that you have probably stopped doing or never even started while your child are growing up can quickly replace the void that you may be experiencing. Just remember, this transition doesn't happen overnight. The sharpest edges of these changes soften with time, replaced by a new normal that will also include different but equally meaningful connections with your adult children. After years of coordinating schedules around soccer practices and school events, you and your partner suddenly find yourselves alone together again. Many couples in their 40s are surprised to find they need to relearn how to connect without kids as the central focus. The good news, you're not starting from scratch, you're building on a foundation of shared history and mutual growth. Probably just start by creating intentional couple time. This means regular date nights, weekend getaways, or simply evening walks where you can talk uninterrupted, or start trying new activities together, cooking classes, hiking, dancing lessons, create fresh shared experiences that strengthen your bond. This is also the perfect time to revisit dreams that may have been put on hold. Whether it's planning that international trip you've always talked about or finally redesigning your living space, having shared projects can help you reconnect around common goals. Communication becomes crucial during this transition. You might discover your partner is processing the empty nest differently than you are. Some spouses feel the loss more acutely, while others embrace the freedom immediately. Acknowledging these differences with compassion rather than judgment can prevent unnecessary tension. Physical intimacy often experiences a renaissance during this period too. With privacy no longer at a premium and scheduling constraints eased, many couples find this aspect of their relationship improving significantly. Lastly, please also remember that this transition doesn't mean your identities as parents disappear. It simply means your partnership gets to take center stage again. There's a particular kind of identity shift that happens when your kids move out. Suddenly, hours that were once filled with parenting responsibilities are yours again. This creates space to answer a question that may have been on the back burner for years. Who am I beyond being a parent? Many in their 40s find this period perfect for reconnecting with interests and passions that took a back seat during the intensive parenting years. That guitar collecting dust in the closet, the half-finished novel on your laptop, the hiking trails you've been meaning to explore, now's the time. This rediscovery phase isn't just about hobbies, It's about reclaiming parts of your identity that may have been less prominent during your children's formative years. You might find yourself revisiting old friendships that faded during the busy parenting years, building new social connections based on interests rather than your kids' activities, taking greater risks professionally now that your family responsibilities have shifted, exploring aspects of your personality that didn't get much expression during hands-on parenting. This self-rediscovery doesn't happen overnight. Many people find it helpful to experiment with different activities and social groups before finding what truly resonates in this new life stage. Give yourself permission to explore without pressure to immediately find your new purpose. Also remember that rediscovering yourself doesn't mean abandoning your identity as a father. It means expanding your sense of self beyond that singular role. The wisdom and patience you've developed as a parent can serve you well as you navigate this journey to find your next self. The departure of your kids brings noticeable changes to your financial landscape. That grocery bill that seemed astronomical? Watch it shrink by 30 to 40%. The utilities that ran constantly with teenagers in the house, expect those costs to drop too. This newfound financial breathing room arrives at a critical time in your 40s when retirement planning should be kicking into high gear. Many experts suggest redirecting those freed up funds directly into catch-up contributions for your retirement accounts, especially if you previously had only limited ability to maximize these investments. First of all, remember that the empty nest isn't just an ending, it's also a beginning. The relationships with your children don't disappear, they evolve into something new and potentially even more rewarding. As you watch them build independent lives, you'll experience a different kind of pride than when they took their first steps or graduated high school. Meanwhile, this transition offers a rare opportunity to reinvent aspects of your life on your own terms. Whether that means strengthening your partnership, pursuing forgotten passions, or charting an entirely new course, you now have the freedom to prioritize your own growth again in ways that weren't possible before. Thanks for joining me on today's episode. I hope you found it valuable and entertaining. Don't forget to visit my website at great40s.com, where you can find matching articles to all episodes. If you're enjoying the podcast and want to support what I do, you will also find there very affordable subscription options that help keep this show going. Your support means everything to me. Take care and see you at the next episode of The Great 40s.